Yo, what is good? Everybody, welcome in. Philly Take with RB. I know we're a little bit late. Halfway through the first quarter. We just got done doing a Sixers stream. Had a lot going on, but we are here. Chat, what is good? Let me know if you guys can hear me in the comment section. JB, what's up? Shizzy, what's good? Claude, what's up? Can you guys hear me in the chat? Let me know. Are we live? Are we good? Minnesota's out to a lead, but Dallas is making their way back. 16-12. 5:20 to go here in the first. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. It is the 5-seed Dallas Mavericks and the 3-seed Minnesota Timberwolves. And it has been quite the playoff journey for both these teams, for all the teams, honestly. I mean, it's just been a wild playoff run. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the audio right. Let me know if you guys can hear me good. Is the audio good? We were live last night for Pacers-Celtics Game 1. It went to overtime. It was nuts. We've been pumping out a ton of coverage. I know Sixer Nation is still upset. I know they're still kind of down as Rudy Gobert hits the first free throw. I know they're still pretty frustrated from the playoffs, the way it ended, but like I said, we're going to be talking about a lot of off-season stuff, free agency, draft. But I like doing these special editions of the show where we can just kick back a little bit, relax, and have some fun. So, once again, man, welcome in Philly Take Live, a special edition. I know we're late, and I do apologize for that. We were live literally like 20 minutes ago talking about the Paul George rumors. So we will pick up right where this game is at. Josh Green off balance, puts it up, missed it from the elbow. And here come the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards, a 3 in transition. It goes 21-12 here in Minnesota. And I want to get your guys' thoughts on this as well. Who do you think's going to win this series? Washington in the corner, a 3. He drills it, and then a foul on Rudy Gobert off the ball. So it's going to be an and one opportunity, a non-traditional and one opportunity. I don't even have the right court on right now. See what I mean, man? I've been doing everything today, man. It's been a wild day. It's been a wild day. Let's see if we can get the right basketball court on here behind me. Come on, RB. Got to be better than that. Let's see. Okay. No. Chat, how are we feeling, man? Who's going to win this series? Timberwolves or Magic? Timberwolves or Magic? What do you guys think? See if I can get an actual basketball court on here. Anthony Edwards up top after the free throw. Here's Kyle Anderson. Anthony Edwards guarded by Lively. He's going to cross over, kick it way over the top. Tried to find, I think that was McDaniels in the corner or Alexander Walker. He threw it way over his head. And a foul on Minnesota. My apologies. I'm all over the place right now. Did I say Magic? Sorry, I meant Mavericks. Mavericks or Timberwolves? Who's going to win? Timberwolves or Mavericks? Like I said, man, I'm all over the place right now. We're good. We're good. Kyrie all the way in. Kyrie is such a gifted scorer, man. There's Naz Reid, going to dribble, drive against Washington, up with the left, missed it. Picked up by the Mavericks. Washington swings it into the backcourt, and Josh Green Going to get cold for the backcourt. What the heck? And it's blurry. Love it. Love it. Three ball. Missed by Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. 3:10 to go here in the first. Kyrie going to drive, step over. Damn, dude. Here's Karl Anthony Towns going to dribble, drive. Towns goes up. No foul called. I'm surprised. Three ball on the other end, no good. These uniforms are kind of tripping me out, too. Karl Anthony Towns from the corner, a three ball, missed it that time, rebounded by Washington, and here come the Mavs. Already Kyrie all the way, and fouled, got it, and one. What a finish, man. What a finish. We'll shout you guys out in a second. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, man. Welcome into the chat. Still trying to get the right basketball court in here. What is your series prediction? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Series prediction. Oh, this is pissing me off, man. The struggles we got to go through. The struggles we got to go through, ladies and gentlemen. Unreal. The struggles. I think the T-Wolves are going to win in 7, but I think it's up in the air. I think both of these teams pose an interesting matchup to the other. Talk about more as we go on. Is this good enough? Oh my gosh, bro. All right, we'll have this dude jumping in the background. All right, cool. So we finally got that worked out. Oh my gosh. All right, Chad, how are we feeling, man? Who's going to win this series? Who's going to win? 40 people in here right now. Hit the thumbs up button. We were just live a little while ago. We're trying to do everything, but we are here. Kyrie Irving, 12 points in this game already out of 22. Kyrie is cooking. Anthony Edwards with 5, 4, and 3. Luka Doncic with 4 points, 2 for 4. And Karl Anthony Towns, 1 for 5 to begin. Jaden McDaniels, 3 threes in this game, 9 points. Zach says Wolves in 5. Paradise says Wolves. D Green says, I believe the winner of this series will win the finals. What do you guys think about that? Is the Western Conference representative going to win the finals? I think it's a good prediction. I think Minnesota could win it. I don't know about Dallas, but Dallas is such an interesting team. Such an interesting team. Riaz, what's going on, my guy? What's up, Riaz? Welcome in, man. 2:24 to go in this first. Irving knocks down the free throw, and the Mavs lead it. Our scoreboard's also ahead as well, which is very annoying. Mavericks on an 11-0 run. Nasri going to dribble in, find Anderson. Anderson, Walker. Walker back to Anderson, floats it up, and got it to go. See if we can find another scoreboard. Wow. Derrick Jones Jr. has been an absolute stud as well. He's been a stud. Anderson in the corner. Yo, they're leaving him wide open. They're leaving him wide open. 3 ball from Minnesota on the answer. Luka back in the game. Ay, ay, ay. Guess we'll have to rock with that for now. Problem is that the ESPN scoreboard is way ahead. Can't get anything right now, can we? Can we? RB opinion on the Phillies. We're not talking about the Phillies yet. I'm trying to get acclimated in this game, man. We got 50 people in here. Welcome in. Special edition of the show. I know we came on late. We're trying to figure it out. But it is what it is. Luka Doncic double teamed, posting up Anderson, Jones Jr., Hardy, gonna drive, step back off 1 foot, missed it. Rebounded by Gobert, 35 seconds in the first. Reed up the floor, transition, up and in. What a play by Nas Reed. Then he takes it away on the inbound. Wow, what a defensive stop. The Minnesota Timberwolves are dogs, man. The way they play is just crazy. Nas Reed is an absolute stud. Anthony Edwards fumbled it, got it back. Edwards going to pull up for 3. Got it! Moneyball and Edwards. 7 seconds to go here in quarter number 1 of game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Doncic going to pull from the logo. Doncic just missed it off to the right. And that will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Wow, what a shot by Anthony Edwards. I thought Luka may have had an answer, but damn. How are we feeling, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into the chat. Philly Take. We got it all under wrap now. If you're in here rocking with us, drop a comment. We will shout you out. We'll have a little bit of fun tonight and watch this game. How you guys feeling, man? How's everybody feeling? If you're in here, drop a comment. We'll shout you out. JB, what's up? It says Diet Coke or Bud Light. Nah, neither one, man. Neither one. We're drinking a... Actually, no, I'm not even going to shout them out because they don't sponsor the channel. But we on a diet, baby. Let's go Dallas. Kyrie deserves it, but I am a Knicks fan. So we got some Kyrie fans in the chat. I'll give Kyrie his flowers. He has been pretty much incredible this season. I didn't think he would focus on basketball for an entire year, but Kyrie has definitely proved a lot of people wrong. You know, he got paid, he locked in, and he's not causing distractions. He's under a good ownership group, and the Mavericks have kept him in control, and he is doing his thing. So shout out to Kyrie. We'll see if they can make it all the way, though. We were just talking on the Sixers stream a little while ago about the All-NBA teams that were announced. Nikola Jokic, SGA, Luka, Giannis, and Jason Tatum for the first team. Second team is Brunson, Anthony Edwards, AD, Durant, and Kawhi. And third team was Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, Tyrese Halliburton, LeBron James, and Domantas Sabonis. Scott says Mavs are going to win because Gobert and Cat are liabilities. Ant is overconfident. What do you guys think about that? Sue says Wolves in 5, going to be a short series. How did Kawhi make the second All-NBA team? Well, I think part of it is popularity. Second is Kawhi did have a pretty good season. You know, obviously he got injured, couldn't play the playoffs, but he played pretty well. But our boy Maxey didn't make it. Does help in terms of financial negotiations, but would have been nice to see Maxey get an All-NBA slot. I think the key in this series is how do the Mavs try to exploit Rudy Gobert? As good of a defensive player as he is, he did not look completely solid last series. He also, you know, outside of that game 7, or outside of really of any game, he just doesn't have an offensive bag. So the Timberwolves are obviously going to use their, you know, their size. But how do the Mavs go against that? I think Minnesota could win this series, though. Sorry, I'm looking at a freaking fly. It's like all in my face. Luka for 3. Got it. Big shot. If Luka takes over, I think the Mavs could definitely steal this series. Also, I think, you know, with Luka playing injured, it is tough. Like, how much until he wears down? Mavericks have gotten a lot out of their role players, especially guys they picked up at the deadline, like PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. 3 ball, and that one goes for McDaniels. Big time shot. Minnesota 7 for 12 from 3 to begin. Unreal, man. Luka gonna drive, kick to the corner, stolen away by Conley. Here come the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley at the top, the pump fake down to Gobert in the post, and he is fouled. Rudy to the line. When Kyrie is 100%, he's a top 15 person in the league. I agree. When he's locked in, for sure. When he's locked in, he definitely is one of the most skilled players in the NBA. For sure. You know what's crazy, too, is like, I feel like the ratings on these playoff series are definitely a lot lower. I feel like they're definitely a lot lower in these playoffs because of all the young guys, which it shouldn't be that way, but unfortunately it is. So that's just how I see it, man. Honestly. Luka gonna drive down low. Gafford, beautifully executed pick and roll, and he throws it down wide open. Josh Green going down the other end, gonna drive, kick back. Here's Luka, 16 on the shot clock. Luka, the drive, the step back over Reed, put a little bit too much on it, but the Mavs have a second opportunity. Gafford going to find Luka, 6-5. They got Naz Reid above the perimeter. Luka blows by, throws it. Gafford goes up and missed it. Gafford was really effective around the rim this season, man. Corner 3, that one no good for Walker, and it goes out of bounds, but Rudy fought for it, and it's going to stay with Minnesota. Stays with Minnesota. And then another foul on Dallas. I really like Mike Conley, too. He's such a perfect veteran. He's just the right fit, the right vet when it comes to just being able to run a unit and run a team. And really, man, just be able to be the connector piece, you know? Conley around the screen, going to drive, kick out to Reed. Reed fumbles it a little bit, picks it up. Alexander Walker off a screen, up with a three, missed it. Picked up by the Mavs. Here comes Hardaway, going to find Luka. Luka spinning around a screen, set by Gafford. Luka using his body, going to step back, put it up, and missed it. Luka off to a bit of a struggle in this game. Kyrie Irving is red hot, though, so keeping the Mavs right in check. Conley up to McDaniels, going to drive, turns up behind the head, and a foul on Josh Green. So McDaniels will head to the stripe for 2. Who do you guys think is the most important player in this series? Who do you think is the most important X-Factor player in this series? Couple minutes into this second quarter, here's Josh Green. Green guarded by Conley. He's going to find Gafford. Gafford going to hand it off. Nope. Fakes it back to Green. Josh Green, former first-round pick, finds Gafford down low, surrounded by 3, hit to the deck, and then they're going to call a jump ball as McDaniels puts his hands right in the mix. 37-32. Timberwolves lead. 9 minutes to go here in this second quarter. I think Lively's been pretty impressive. PJ Washington could be a good answer. Gafford, I think Rudy could be a good answer. A lot of intriguing players that I did not expect to see at this point in time with this squad, with this situation, with everything on the line, honestly. Did not expect it. Media played a role with spinning a narrative on Kyrie. I mean, they play a lot of major roles like that, to be honest. The tip is won by Minnesota. Here comes McDaniels, length of the floor, up and in with the finger roll, and the Minnesota Timberwolves out to a 7-point lead. Timeout, Dallas. Jason Kidd wants a word. Lazy play by the Mavs. That's the one question I have about the Mavs, man. Like, they've been good. They've had a good run. Got a little bit lucky in terms of who they played. But it's like, bro, the Mavs can either really turn it on or they really don't have it. That's how I feel about the Mavs. What do you guys think about the playoffs in general? I'm really intrigued to hear your answers in terms of, are you happy that the normal faces aren't here, like the LeBrons, Currys, Durants? Or are you more so just kind of bored with how the playoffs are going, with all the injuries and, you know, Jimmy Butler getting injured and Giannis? I feel like we're at a stage now where the NBA is only adding more games, they're adding more events, more hype. But in reality, the last couple seasons, a lot of guys have just been injured. It hasn't been as good, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Kion in the chat, what's up, man? JB says Mavs going to hang around and then ball in the second half. Playoffs are boring without Philly. Yeah, I agree. Philly had the best series so far, in my opinion. Philly and the Knicks. But I am annoyed with how many injuries have happened. I think it's going to be a really intriguing offseason, especially for the 76ers, but we'll see, man. Definitely interested to hear like the ratings on the NBA playoffs because just been it's been interesting, no doubt. No doubt. Who do we have up in the chat, man? Drop some comments in here. Let me know you're in the building tonight, man. We got a good 70 heads up in here. What's up, everybody? Who's up in the chat? Who's watching in the shadows? We give the live play-by-play reaction, breakdown, and analysis. JB says, I like the in-game tournaments. Conference finals are better than the rest of the playoffs. Too many injuries. I agree, man. Tired of seeing everybody get injured. They have a real issue nowadays when it comes to these teams, man. A lot of guys going down. Every guy gets injured. They need to figure it out. They need to figure it out. That one going to be smacked out. 8:46 to go in the second. Minnesota leads it by 7, 39-32. Kyrie to inbound. Lively going to find Irving. And then they swing it out, and it was not stopped by Washington, so it goes out on the corner. There's Kyle Anderson with the rock. 3 turnovers for Minnesota, 5 for the Mavs. Here's Karl Anthony Towns posting up Washington, and then a foul. So actually, it wasn't a foul. It was a 3-second violation. Conley at the stripe. He's going to miss the free throw. And it'll stay with Minnesota. I think Mike Conley, man, is just a perfect type of vet you want on your team. He's been in the league for like 17 years. And, man, he is just continuing to ball out. Great player to have alongside Ant. Karl Anthony Towns going to swing it. Gobert out to McDaniels, a 3-ball, and it comes up short. Picked up by Dallas, and here we go. Hardaway with the rock. Kicks it over to Washington, wide open, the triple. He missed it. This is what I mean about the Mavs, man. They're just very streaky. 2 for 10 in this game from 3, but then they'll probably heat up later. Timberwolves need to separate this lead here, man. They're giving them a huge opportunity to do so, especially when you're knocking down threes at the clip you're knocking down right now. Timberwolves need to assert their dominance right now. If you guys have not yet, be sure to hit that like button. Help us push this stream out. Welcome on into the chat. Conley is the generic point guard you want with stars. Exactly. Doesn't take up a max slot. Knows how to play the game. Knows his role. Long-time vet. Been around a lot of different teams. Seen a lot of different things. I like it. Anderson from the free throw line floats it up with the push shot and got it to fall. Kyle Anderson, guy who definitely bet on himself a couple years ago, went to Minnesota, and it is paying dividends. Here's Lively at the nail, going to kick it out. Luka for 3, too much on it. And it is picked up by Minnesota, 41-32. Here's Anthony Edwards, going to cross over, find Cat, back to Edwards. Edwards up top, coming around a screen. Edwards, McDaniels, Edwards. Wings it to the corner. Naz Reid for 3, missed it. Here come the Mavs. Irving, coast to coast, up and in off the bank. 41-34, Timberwolves lead, 6:55 to go here in the first half. Anthony Edwards against Luka, gonna step back, a three, it's short. Picked up by the Mavs, and here comes Washington. Now Irving over to Luka. One-on-one, guarded by Anthony Edwards. Lively sets. The rookie rolls to the rim. Here's Luka gonna drive with the left, go up in traffic. Got it, and one. And one, Luka Doncic. Finally catching some heat, and he's going to the line for one more. 9 points for Luka Doncic. Luka at the line, and he's going to knock it down. So the and one opportunity, good for Luka Doncic. He's got 12 points now after adding those three. Kyrie with 15, so they got 27 out of 37. Can the Mavs continue to win games with those two being the main anchors? Here's Edwards going to drive, bounce it back to Anderson. Anderson puts it up over Lively. It goes. Big time shot. Kyle Anderson is cooking right now. Boy, oh boy. 9 points in 7 minutes off the bench, and there goes the Mavs right on the other end, going to answer back. So it's a 4-point game. 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Anderson going to find Edwards. Edwards crosses over, pulls up another three. This one rims out. Towns couldn't pull it in. Here come the Mavs. Irving down the other end of the floor. Irving turns, kicks it back. Luka with the left, the spin to the right. Wow, what a move. Goes up all the way and in. Luka Doncic down on the floor. A little bit of a grimace. The teammates help him up, and a timeout by Minnesota. What a play against Anthony Edwards. Luka Doncic is just absolutely special as a basketball talent, man. He is special. Special. What a guy, man. You look at Minnesota, you look at what they've done with their team, you look at what Dallas has done, how they improved at the deadline. Sixers need to take notes, man. They need to take some notes. A lot of role players added on these teams in the last couple of years. I know Minnesota kind of went the non-traditional route. I still don't know if they can win a championship playing, my ball, your ball. ISO ball, ISO with Luka, Kyrie. I don't know if that can take them all the way to winning 4 games in the finals, but I really think that Luka is a special talent. Kyrie is a special talent, more so when he's locked in and focused. And it'll be interesting to see if it can take them to the NBA Finals. Robert says, if the Sixers make it past second round but lose in the conference finals, is that a successful season? No, I don't think so. It depends what happens at the end of this offseason. Like, will the Sixers have a competitive, ready-to-win roster? I think the goal is to win a championship. Whenever you don't win the finals, it's not a successful season. And to be quite honest with you, all the pressure in the world is on the 76ers. Like, it is now or never. It is now or never. Seuss's aunt is getting cooked by Kyrie and Luka. He is getting cooked right now, I'll be honest. Gracie says Ant is a born leader at 22 years old. He really is. Anthony Edwards is special, man. He has been a little bit cocky, but he deserves it with the way he's been playing. So he's got 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists right now. Kyle Anderson leading the way with 11. McDaniels with 14. If Ant can really get going here, I mean, like I said, Karl Anthony Towns 1 for 5. Rudy doesn't do anything offensively. Rudy's got 4 points and 4 rebounds, 1 shot attempt. I still think Rudy Gobert is a liability, in my opinion. And he's going to get a lot of credit, and, you know, they're here in the conference finals, but I still do not trust Rudy Gobert. Here is Anthony Edwards going to inbound to Anderson, working against Lively. Anderson, the crossover, finds Reed. Reed for 3. Drilled it. Drilled it. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're good. We're good. 4:38 to go here in the first half. Anderson, the drive, kicks to the corner. Towns a 3, finally hits one. Money for Cat. He's 2 for 8 on the night, struggling heavily. Had a great game 7. But Karl Anthony Towns reins one in. 49-43. Here's Luka. Luka, 1 bouncer down low. They left him wide open. Tell you what, man, the defense has not been good in this game so far. Defense has not been good. Towns the other end, went up with it, couldn't get it, picks it back up, goes up again, missed it again. Mavs have it, and here comes Kyrie. Kyrie going to dribble, drive. And now it is stolen away by Minnesota. Edwards out to the corner. Reed for 3. Missed it. Lively the rebound. And here come the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic up top, guarded by Cat. 1 bouncer wide open. Washington a 3. And he rolled off the rim. Yo, these teams, man. Not a lot of defense. Sloppy play so far. A lot of easy buckets. That's where we're at, man. 3:10 to go here in the first half. Edwards around his screen. Going to dribble, drive, go baseline, kicks it out. McDaniel spots up a 3, and it's cash money. 7-point lead for the Timberwolves as we are closing in on the end of the first half. Doncic pressed up one at half court. Going to spin to his left. Doncic, the step back. Missed it. Gets his own rebound, a 3-ball. Missed it again. Here comes Jones up in, missed it. No, he got it. Did they call a foul? Did they count it? I think they did. Here's Naz Reid. Reid working against Luka. Back out to Edwards. Edwards against Doncic. Kicks to McDaniels. Now the corner. Oh, an ugly jumper from Anderson. No can do. Edwards comes crashing in, gets the rebound. Tried to put it in, could not. Edwards. Anderson back to Edwards. Down low. Cat goes up and got it under the rim. So an easy 2. Makes it a 7-point lead yet again. Irving on the other end, and it is just way too easy for Kyrie Irving. Way too easy for Kyrie. 54-49. Edwards dribbling in, now takes it back out. Edwards against Derrick Jones Jr. 10, 9 on the shot clock. McDaniels dribbles in. McDaniels floats it up, missed it. Gets it back again, goes and flushes it home. Jaden McDaniels is on fire, man. 19 points in his first half. He's been absolutely incredible. Maybe he could be the X factor this series. Derrick Jones Jr., Washington going baseline all the way up with the reverse. Got it and one. PJ Washington coming up with some big-time plays here in the first half. Wow. Damn, the Phillies are going crazy right now, man. Anybody watching the Phillies? Bryce Harper's going crazy. 56-52. Damn, dude. Phillies are just not losing. They're like really, really, really good. Naz Reid going all the way, smacked across the arm, and he is going to go to the line for two. 102 to go here in the first half. Phillies won 11-4. Best 50-game start in franchise history. So we got almost 80 people in the chat. I know we started late. Honest question for the people that are in the chat right now. Who's up in here, man? Like, what are you guys doing? Are you just listening in the background? Are you at the gym? What are you doing? T-Wolves get it back. 1 minute to go here in the first half. The reverse. Edwards. He's down on the floor holding his eye. But he's going back to the line, man. They're playing aggressive, man. They're playing aggressive, man. I'm just wondering what the people are doing. Like, if you guys are Sixer Nation or just rocking with me or whatever, man. I'm just wondering how you guys are listening in, what you're doing. Kion says, I'm playing 2K. Yesterday I was on a walk. Understandable. Shouts out to everybody in here, man. Like I said, guys, we just did a Sixer stream a little while ago, so be sure to check that out later on tonight. Watch it on the watch back. Sixer fans are like mentally checked out right now, but definitely a good show. We talked about Paul George, OG Anunoby, bunch of players. Vincent says, honest question, why are modern day athletes always injured? That's a great, great question, Vincent. That's a great, great question, and I don't have the answer for you. Great question. Is it nutrition? Is it training regimen? What is it? Because way too many players are getting injured. Washington floats it up and got the double bounce. 40 seconds to go in this first half. 59-54. Conley down the other end going to find Naz Reid. Edwards, a long three, launched it and knocked it through. What a play by Anthony Edwards. He is coming alive. Sheesh. Irving down the other end. Got it, man. Yo, Kyrie does not miss. Kyrie does not miss. Kyrie is crazy, bro. 12 seconds ago here in the first half. Fans on their feet. Does Ant have one more in the chamber? 6, 5. Over to Conley and he overshot him. Turned over. Now the Mavs get one more chance. The Mavs get a chance now. Hanging here to chill. Feeling jealous of all these role players while we had 180 mil Tobias. Kyrie, 2, 1. Kyrie all the way. Got it at the buzzer. Yo, Kyrie is different, bro. Kyrie is different, bro. He's insane. And he actually got fouled with 0.7 to go. Yo, Kyrie is different, man. I remember we did a lot of streams last year. People were saying, let's get Kyrie. And I said, no, no, no. But it was nothing to do with his on-the-court play. Kyrie is freaking incredible, man. It's just about, can he stay locked in? And boy, is he playing well right now. Holy smokes. Full court shot, no can do. It's a 3-point game. And we got a really good matchup heading into the second half. Once again, welcome in. Special edition of Philly Take Live. Doing this for the people, man. Doing this for the people. We're just hanging out. Interested to know what you guys are up to, how you're feeling. We did a Sixers live show a little bit earlier. I know Sixer fans are tapped out. It's kind of tough for me to continue to do content at this time right now because, you know, the playoffs are still on and people don't really care about the offseason yet until we get into more of the offseason. Like in June, we're going to get a lot of free agent signings. We're going to do the draft show. We'll do a lot of that. I've been dropping videos about draft prospects, free agents, but the fact of the matter is people are still kind of numb to how the season ended. So I felt like, yo, let's just hop on, watch some playoff games, and just hang out. So that is why we are here watching the Timberwolves and Mavericks game. Mark says, follow you every game except when your call conflicts with the Celtics and log on during the breaks. Mark, you're the man. Mark, thank you. And if you guys are one of the diehard supporters who tune in every show, thank you for being here on the channel. Do want to remind you, we do a lot of other types of content as well. Videos, call-in shows, a bunch of things. So for any show that you tap into, thank you. Collins is hypothetical. Would you trade Ant for Maxey straight up? I mean, that's a tough question. I think you would definitely consider it. I'd probably say yes, just because of how Anthony Edwards is. I mean, he's an all-world superstar at 22. But obviously, I like Tyrese Maxey. I would not put him on the table for many trades. If you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. If you have predictions, drop them in the chat. Anything you have, drop them through, man. Zach says, get Tobias to China. Secret drop in the blue and red. Neil says, guess Kyrie heard Ant-Man talking about locking him up. Kyrie's insane. He's insane. First year med school finals happy to be done next week. Shout out to you, Colin. Shouts out to you, man. I'm just going to go and say this. I want to know if you guys agree or disagree. I think locked in Kyrie, when Kyrie is really zoned in and not distracted by anything, I would say he's a top 5 scorer, natural scorer of all time. Do you agree or disagree? Do you agree or disagree? NZ says, RB, what are your thoughts on Inside the NBA ending? I think it's really sad, man. I think it's really disappointing because I've grown up a lot with that show and just, you know, watching it religiously. And it's almost like a back end, just like, it's like a given, you know, like it's just something that's always, not always been there, but it just feels like something that's always just been a part of the NBA and of my watching experience because it's just a really good show with some of the greats. I mean, that is one of the best shows ever. So for that to be ending, I mean, maybe they'll find a way to, you know, figure it out on one of the other networks, but it is frustrating. William says, appreciate all your efforts. I enjoy the non-Sixer lives. I'm a huge basketball fan in general. And I agree, William, and I'm trying to obviously learn more about the NBA, other teams as well. I've thought about doing a podcast with other people. I've thought about, you know, teaming up for a general NBA podcast. I have a lot of stuff on the horizon, and I know a lot of people get locked out in the off season. They don't care, but you know, I want to be a medium for Sixer fans that can follow the team all season long. I don't like when the fan base gets tapped out for the off season. I think if the team was doing better and, they had made the conference finals or the finals, I think the fans would be more locked in. But I'm trying to constantly bring the best content possible, whether that's draft shows, free agency, whether that's watching other playoff games. So I like to have that community sense, that community feel. I don't want it to just be during the season. So bringing that all back full circle, like, I agree. Like, I'm also just a big hoops fan in general, and I'm trying to watch all these games, learn about them more, like, do as much content as possible. Maybe that'll lead to another platform one day, but, doing as much as I can. Any content creator will tell you, man, when you cover a team, it gets tough in the off season. It gets really tough trying to come up with content when people are tapped out. Doesn't end until next year, right? That is correct. There will be one more season of Inside the NBA, and then after that, the new deal kicks in with Amazon, NBC, and ABC. And I think the viewer experience in general is just going to change because all these streaming platforms are essentially taken over and cable TV is going down the drain. So it's crazy, man. Also, another thing that I do want to mention here while we're just kind of talking about whatever, and if you guys, again, have questions, drop them in the chat. Charles says, how's everybody doing tonight on the live stream? What's up, Charles? NZ says, imagine having Chuck on the show. That'd be insane. I've had some pretty good guests, but I would love to get more. One thing I do want to say, though, is, obviously I cover the Sixers, I cover sports, I cover the Eagles on another channel. So I hope you guys give that a chance and go subscribe there as well. But, it's nice to have a good community of people that just, rock with you as well, right? So in the off season, if we're talking about whatever, people don't just have to tune in for the Sixers. They can tune in because they rock with my content. And I think we get a lot of that here on this channel. Like, we have fans that aren't even Sixer fans that tune in just to hear about NBA analysis and takes and all that. So I think that's important. I definitely want to continue to grow our channel memberships, our Discord platform, just have more ways that I can connect personally with the diehard supporters of the show. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on and just trying to give the best content possible, man, and just, keep on pushing. I really do appreciate everybody that has been a part of this journey, though. Like, being able to do some of the things I've done, being able to make this a career, it is not easy, but it is worth it. And just to have people that constantly come in here, whether it's during a Sixers game or a big time signing in the off season, and just give, good takes and be a part of it, like, it's rewarding, man. BLSG, what's going on? Neil, what's up? Marks is my daughter and her husband moved to Switzerland in 2017. They had a baby boy and are flying into Boston on Saturday. They were here in November, and my grandson was fussy. Shout out to you, Mark, and shout out to your family. That is awesome. I want to go to Switzerland. That is on my top 3 list in terms of international. I am definitely interested in going to Switzerland, so that is on the list. Hopefully in the next couple years. Charles says, in the morning you have 2 choices: continue to dream about your goals or wake up and chase them. Let them know, Charles. Let them know. I'm all about the motivation. I'm all about the motivational quotes, man. I wake up every day and try to chase a goal, man. I'm really, really hungry for this stuff, man. I really think this content wave is the future. I know there will be a lot of juggernauts. A lot of these radio stations that you probably listen to are dying. They're not allocating a lot of funds anymore. They're getting rid of employees, and they're all trying to transition to the YouTube podcast game. Thankfully, I've been here for 4 years now, and I have, a decent fan base, but I know it's going to get tough at some points, but that's why I need the community to keep rocking with me no matter what. No matter what. I'm going to keep pumping out the content, whether you guys share the show, tell your friends about it, whatever. We're going to keep rocking, man. Mark says, as soon as we turned on the Celtics game, he immediately stopped crying. Shout out to him, man. That's awesome. In terms of the Phillies, guys, I am fully bought back in on the Philadelphia Phillies. I was still hurt about them choking last season, but I'm fully bought in, and I'm ready to win a World Series. Aries says, I love your content. Thank you very much. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's go. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Not that you're a sharpshooter. You might lose your three-point ability, but tell a friend to tell a friend that Philly take is a real thing. And that we're going to keep growing. We're going to keep growing, man. We're going to keep growing. I literally have a quote book, a motivational quote book. Every day I read a new quote. I'm fired up. I'm ready to run through a wall. Secret says, how you doing tonight? I'm doing good, man. How are you? I was doing good today. I took a day, and it's, it was a nice day out. I was like, let me go swimming. Went to the pool. And as soon as I start swimming, as the Sixers do, they drop news in the most inopportune times. Like, it'll be a 3 a.m. news bomb. It'll be a Saturday night. And they're like, yep, let me start dropping all this news once you go into the pool. And Paul George this, OG Anunoby that. So as soon as I came back from the pool, I did an Eagles video piece on A to Z Philly. I did a Sixers live stream, and here I am. The grind doesn't stop. The grind doesn't stop. Let's go, man. Let RB motivate you real quick. I might have to be a motivational speaker one day. Charles says, without commitment, you will never without consistency, you will never finish. A little choppy there, but I think I get what you're saying. Who do you have winning the series? I'm taking Minnesota in 7. T-Wolves in 7. Charles says, I'm watching with my team of 4, including myself. Shout out to Charles in the chat. Let's go. Secret says, as soon as Toby said that stupid sharpshooting comment, I knew it was over. Crazy thing is, he was on fire when he said that. And as soon as he made that quote, he went silent. He went silent. Crazy, man. I cannot believe Tobias Harris remained in Philadelphia for 5 seasons. You want to know something even crazier, man? Tobias Harris got traded to the 76ers. I actually went to the first Tobias Harris game. I had tickets to that game. I went to that game not knowing that all the trades and stuff were going to happen. Trade happened the night before. We got Boban Marjanovic, Tobias Harris, and Mike Scott. It was a game against the Denver Nuggets. I'll never forget it. And I'm seeing Tobias Harris. I'm seeing, Boban Marjanovic, who's 8 feet tall. Crazy, man. But, yeah, man, I don't even know if I finished my point, but Tobias Harris has been on the 76ers since Joel Embiid was 24 years old. That is just absurd, bro. That is absurd. BLSG says we're at halftime and we don't even have 100 likes. That is a fact. That is a fact. We do not have 100 likes. Tobias Harris has been on the Sixers since Joel was 24 years old. Joel Embiid has played every year of his career other than his rookie year with Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris. This is why when people sit there and they're like, oh, why do you always make excuses for Embiid? Put any other superstar with that situation, with those implications. No other superstar is going to win. I'm sorry. Everybody else has gotten a better supporting cast. Everybody else has gotten a chance eventually. Joel Embiid has been hit with BS after BS after BS. The wasted contracts, the ownership talking smack about him, the Mikal Bridges trade for Zaire Smith, who almost died of a peanut allergy. The Brett Brown stuff, the Doc Rivers stuff, PJ Tucker. Like, it just goes on and on and on. Markelle Fultz loses his jump shot a month before the season. Ben Simmons has the worst breakdown I've ever seen. It's crazy, bro. NZ says we wasted 5 years of our lives watching Tobias and Ben play basketball. What dedicated fans we are. That's a fact. That's a fact. Think about all the crazy players that have come through Philly in the last 10 years. I could tell you some random names off the top of my head. You'd be like, wait, they played for Philadelphia? That's how crazy the process has been. They sign out Horford. They get rid of Jimmy Butler. Like, it's been bad on bad. But when this team wins a chip, and I know Joel Embiid is going to get over the hump. I know it's going to happen. Just like Jokic did. Just like Giannis did. When they actually give him a good team. If they give him a good team. He is going to get over the top. And it is going to be the most rewarding championship ever. Ever. Pretty sure Toby said the sharpshooting thing in that random OT win. I forget who they were playing, but I think it was an OT game. And he was going off at that point. I think it was in December. And then he completely lost his game for 5 months. It was insane. Should have kept Anthony Tolliver. That's another rando. Kyle O'Quinn. I forgot about him. There's so many. I could name 3 off the top of my head right now. You'd be like, wait, they were on the Sixers? 3-ball from the Mavs. Missed it. Gafford, the rebound goes up. Missed it again. That is how we begin half number 2. It's 62-59. Minnesota leads it. Tight game here in game 1. Just like last night. If you guys were on the show, we were watching the Pacers as they choked away a golden opportunity to beat Boston. Conley around a screen. Here's a triple. Mike Conley missed it. Picked up by Daniel Gafford. Here come the Dallas Mavericks, led by the tandem of Luka and Kyrie. Kyrie at 24, Luka with 14. And there goes Daniel Gafford throwing it down to make it a 1-point game. Dwight Howard, Danny Green, TJ McConnell. Nah, those are too easy for me, Flair. I could tell you some crazy ones. Gobert takes it back up and in. PJ Washington had trouble holding on to it. 10:38 to go here in the third as we just get started. Luka coming around a screen, running the pick and roll. He's going to hesitate, drive, oop it up, and another hammer thrown down by Daniel Gafford. I'll tell you 3 names at the next possession. I want everybody in the chat to name me the randomest Sixer they can think of in the last 10 years. Conley floats it up, got it, but a foul on the floor. 3 random Sixers I can think of off the top of my head. Let's see. Gary Clark, I think that was his name. Gary Clark, Ryan Brokoff, and Danny Granger. Those 3 I can think of. The list gets wilder and wilder as you go. Karl Anthony Towns going to dribble, drive with the left, go up all the way off the glass, missed it, too much on it. Tough game tonight for Cat so far. Here's Kyrie Irving, guarded by Anthony Edwards. Luka Up top, guarded by McDaniels. They're trying to find a solution. Luka almost walked, got it to Gafford, and then it is plucked away by Anthony Edwards. McDaniels all the way on the other end in transition and throws it down. Pacers choke of the playoffs, in my humble opinion. Oh, you're absolutely right, Charles. That was the worst choke. That was a Sixers-like choke. Washington going to drive, spin, kick it to Irving. Irving gets it down to Gafford. They have no answer. Rudy, I thought you're supposed to be Defensive Player of the Year. This is what I mean, man. They just have too many lapses. Remember the Mike Scott, O'Quinn, Norvell Pell? Yeah, those are crazy names, man. Norvell Pell was a dog. Raul Neto. Battle scars, man. Dakota Mathias. Yo, I forgot about that guy. Dakota Mathias. I forgot about him. Yo, there's so many. There's so many. Mike Conley in the corner. 3-ball. Conley airballed it. No can do. Here comes Luka Doncic down the other end. McDaniels pressing up on Luka. Mavs swinging it. Derrick Jones Jr., the athleticism all the way. Lays it up. Missed it. Gafford the rebound and fouled by Gobert. Rudy Gobert is a liability. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Rudy is a liability. Sorry. Sorry. Here's the inbound Derrick Jones Jr., who has certainly transformed his game. Didn't watch him a lot this year, but in the playoffs I have seen him improve. Kyrie for 3, missed it. Conley picks it up. Here comes Mike Conley. Conley going to find Edwards. Edwards thinking. Edwards around the screen, guarded by Kyrie. He gets trapped. Here's McDaniels. Drives out to the corner. Cat contested 3. Missed it short. You know who would be really good on the Sixers as a perfect fit? As Derrick Jones Jr. in transition. Wow, look at the ball movement, the outlet. It's too easy for the Mavs. You know who'd be really good on the Sixers? Mike Conley. Mike Conley. Conley, Edwards, a 3. Missed it. Cat the putback. Wow, what a play. The thunderstorm from Karl Anthony Towns, who ran in from the baseline, put it back with one hand. Washington on the other end, missed it. Cat the rebound. Woo! Anthony Edwards, guarded by Luka Doncic, coming around the screen, pulls up the triple, the 3, no good. Jones Jr. with the rebound. RB with the rare L take. What was the rare L take? Rudy is quite literally, oh, the Rudy take? I'm sorry, I'm still not a believer in Rudy. I'm not. Washington floats it up and fouled by Conley. Man, he says, very thrilling game. Thanks for the live show, RB. Got no cable, but you're no problem. You're always here. Maddie, my guy, shout out to you. Basically, Lowry 2 years ago. Exactly. If the Sixers could have got Kyle when he was like 33, that would have been a perfect piece. Because I think Maxey, although he is improving his playmaking skills, still has more of a natural 2-side in him. Go back to Kentucky. He was a combo guard. And sometimes it feels like Maxey isn't ready to be a floor general just yet. So I think Conley would be a perfect fit in Philadelphia. Just that type of player. Christian Wood. Yeah, he was another Sixer. Mario Shayok. Okafor and Noel, not even in the league. They were Sixer starters. Let me tell you something crazy. All right, let's go and look up Sixers draft picks. Because you can't make this up, right? If the Sixers had any other ownership front office, I promise you they would have a chip by now. You give the Celtics or the Warriors or the Timberwolves or anybody, the Pacers, you give them these draft picks, the Thunder, you give them these draft picks, man, They're going to draft at least 3 stars. Look at how many years the Sixers screwed up. Let's start in 2014. Actually, you know what? Nah. Let's start in 2013. Sixers draft Michael Carter-Williams, Glenn Rice Jr., and Pierre Jackson. Michael Carter-Williams wins Rookie of the Year, has a sudden magical shoulder surgery, and is never the same player again. Not in the league anymore. Those things don't happen. They happen to the Sixers. 2014, the Sixers draft Joel Embiid, who misses the first 2 years of his career with injuries. Okay? The Sixers had 7 draft picks in 2014. 7 draft picks. They draft Joel Embiid. They draft Elfrid Payton. That was traded. KJ McDaniels. Jeremy Grant, who ended up becoming a pretty decent player, not with the Sixers. They draft Russ Smith, Vasil Micic, and he was on, the Thunder this year, or one of those teams, the Hornets, and Nemanja Dangubic from Serbia. 2015, they draft Jahlil Okafor after drafting Joel Embiid. They draft Embiid. They didn't think he was going to ever play. They draft Jahlil Okafor. They draft Willie Hernan-Gomez. They draft Rashawn Holmes, Arturas Gudetaitis, JB Takoto, and Luka Mitrovic. How many guys are they going to draft that are stashes? How many? I would love to know. 2016, they draft Ben Simmons. By the way, they had 3 first-round picks in 2016. They draft Ben Simmons, Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot, and Furkan Korkmaz. They thought they had the best international scouting department of all time. They really thought that. 2017, they draft Markelle Fultz. I mean, it doesn't get worse. How many picks do you miss on? They draft Jonah Bolden in the second round, Jawan Evans, Sterling Brown, and Matthias Lesort. These dudes never even came over. 2018, they draft Mikal Bridges. They trade him away. Landry Shamet, Kyrie Thomas, Ray Spalding, and Kostas Antetokounmpo. 2019, they draft Ty Jerome, traded in the Matisse Thybulle trade, another guy that can't shoot. They draft Carson Edwards, trade him away. Bruno Fernando, Admiral Schofield, Mario Shayok. 2020, they get Tyrese Maxey because of the pandemic. They get Isaiah Joe. We know that story. Paul Reed. 2021, they draft Jaden Springer, who's now a Boston Celtic. All right, I got to stop. I'm going to drive myself insane. That is the reason the Sixers have not won a chip. That was my point. Cat goes in, fouled by Lively. He's going to the line for 2. That is why the Sixers are not successful. And they wouldn't have even had Maxey if it wasn't for luck in a way. Just being honest. Karl Anthony Towns going to knock down the first, game tied at 69. Who do you guys think is going to win this game? Drop it in the chat right now. It's crazy because Morey was able to build a team around Harden to compete with KD. You know what the difference was, Phoenix? Morey did not inherit 3 bad contracts, and that's why I'm still not off the Daryl Morey train yet. Because he inherited 3 of the worst contracts. Luka going to step back at 3, missed it. Mavs down by 1 after the 2 free throws by Cat. Conley, the sidestep 3, knocks it through. What a shot, Mike Conley. This is the last chance for Daryl, though. He finally has full flexibility. Doesn't have any bad contracts impeding his way. PJ Washington going to drive, kick back. Luka steps over, now spins. Luka goes in, falls to the floor. No foul called. Lively, the rebound, puts it up and in. Rudy Gobert is literally getting cooked right now on the glass. Rudy's getting cooked on the glass right now. McDaniels going to drive in. Wow, threads the needle. Gobert slams it down. What a play by McDaniels. What a play. Washington going to find Lively up top, guarded by Rudy. Here's Luka, guarded by Edwards. 8, 7, 6. Luka trying to find some space. He drives, floats it up, and a foul. A lot of fouls in this game. Thank you, Mike Muscala. That's a fact. Mike Muscala should never have to pay for a meal in Philadelphia again. Sam Hinkie had the greatest plan in the league and had the worst execution. I think they just canned him before he got to follow out his plan. Sam Hinkie was probably the best. But he had to take the fall, man. Even though Sam Presti has done it 10 times worse and nothing happened to him. He's a savior. Apparently. Luka gonna knock it down. Very tight game here in Minnesota. Game 1. 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Towns at the top. He's going to drive, find Gobert. Wow, alley-oop from the two big men. Rudy Gobert slams it down. That was a nice pick and roll. Not what I'm used to seeing in the modern day NBA, but I think the Timberwolves could give Boston a lot of trouble. You guys think the same? Luka the step back, and he drills it. I think because of the defensive presence, Minnesota could give Boston some trouble. I don't think Mavericks can, but there's Cat going to spot up a 3. Missed it. Gobert tried to get the rebound and couldn't reel it in. Do you think Boston is going to win the finals, yes or no? We got 92 people in the chat. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Get us to 100, man. Get us to 100. Get us there. Sixers need to take a playbook page from the Eagles and from the Phillies. That's what they need to do. 4:50 to go here in this third quarter. Kyrie coming around his screen. He's going to drive up with the left and got it to fall. Nice play by Kyrie Irving. And there go the Timberwolves right down on the other end. McDaniels a reverse lay, and it is a 2-point lead. And the Mavs struggle again. They throw it away. Here come the Timberwolves. Edwards going to drive, step back, find the top. McDaniels wide open, trailing, missed it off the glass. Cat fighting for the rebound, dives on the floor, ball all over the place. Alexander Walker, Edwards, going to pump fake, drive with the left, go all the way. And he lost it out of bounds, going to stay with Minnesota. Gafford wants a review. He didn't like the call. Refs getting some heat here in Minnesota. KZ says a Boston Mavs series would be epic because of the Boston and Kyrie rivalry. I just feel personally like, the Timberwolves are more of a smaller market team. They're a good story with Edwards. I think people would probably tune in a lot to the Mavs because of Luka. I do agree that Kyrie, Celtics, but I don't know. It's kind of, it's kind of done now, is what it is. Because you had the whole Brooklyn step of the way. But if I had to be honest, I think who I want to see, probably the Minnesota Timberwolves. I wouldn't be mad with either one, but I think Anthony Edwards winning at 22 would be just changing the history of the game. I think it'd be cool. But I also would be happy with seeing Luka get a chip because, you know, he's been working his butt off these last couple years, and he's one of the greatest talents ever. I don't think the Mavs can beat Boston, though. I think Minnesota can, but I don't think the Mavericks can. Pacers had a chance to really make an imprint in the series, though. They had their opportunity last night, and they straight up choked. Straight up choked. I feel like the NBA kind of does want the ratings, though. You look at last year, Denver, who had never made the finals, and then Miami with everybody injured. Like, they didn't get a lot of good ratings last year. So I feel like they're trying to push for Boston to get, you know, at least some of those fans involved. Like, feels like they were trying to get the Knicks to the conference finals. But it is new territory. It is interesting. It almost feels like a Mickey Mouse type of year because of all the injuries. At some point, the NBA is going to have to sit back and realize, you know, we can't keep going to the conference finals with 80% of the league hurt, you know? While a lot of people enjoy it, there's a lot of people around the world right now, and I can tell you this for a fact, there's a lot of people that casually know the NBA. They know LeBron, Durant, Curry. They watch the big games, right? They're not watching this stuff. There's a lot of casual fans who are probably like, wait, who is Anthony Edwards? Who is, you know, Tyrese Halliburton? Like, they don't know yet, you know? So that's kind of how I feel about it. So the challenge was successful. Mavericks have it. Kyrie guarded by McDaniels. By Walker. 3-ball, Josh Green missed it. I really like Josh Green in that draft. He was a late bloomer, but I remember wanting to draft him because he was really good. Anthony Edwards going to kick it out. Nice pass. Anderson, Walker, a 3, just rimmed out. Wow. Wow, the Mavs are 2 for 18 from 3? Bro. Irving pulls up, misses. Couldn't track down his own board. Yo, the Mavs are 2 for 18? That's crazy. That's wild. Anderson floats it up. Rudy Gobert couldn't tap it in, and here come the Mavs. Hardy going to drive, kicks it out to the corner. Josh Green spots up and nails it. Just as we started talking about it, they hit another 3. So they're now 3 for 19. Damn. 2:45 to go here in the third. Edwards at the top. Guarded by Washington. Now Reed. Going to drive in with the left. Finds Gobert. Look at Gobert. He's not ready for it. Edwards a 3. Missed it. Hardy getting harassed by Edwards. Here is Gafford going to drive all the way in. Threw it up desperately and couldn't get it to fall. Here come the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards, the crossover, the drive, the step through, up, lost it off the foot. And they don't know what to call it. The refs did not see it. They're going to call it a jump ball. Yeah, 3 for 19 from 3. They're only down by, or they're up by 1 is crazy. Timberwolves are selling right now. They're selling, man. We got another challenge now. Are you kidding, bro? Back-to-back challenges. Ay, ay, ay. All right, we got 100 people in the chat. Where's everybody at, man? Drop a comment in here. You guys just listening in the background? Who's up in the chat, man? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? So another successful challenge. I mean, damn. They got to just keep using challenges, I guess. This has been a pretty good game, though. Both games have been good so far. We need one more like to get to 100. How crazy would it be for Jason Kidd to win a chip with this team as a coach as well? Luka going to step back at 2, missed it short. Luka's got to be playing through injuries, man. Like really bad ones. You could just see it. You could just see it with the way he's playing. Naz Reid going to find Edwards coming around the screen. Edwards to the corner. 3-ball. Reid missed it. Picked up by the Mavs. Luka. Wow, what a pass! And it could not be finished as Green was kind of blocked from behind. But what a pass that was by Luka. Reid for 3, and he hits it on the other end. That was one of the best passes I've seen. 2-point game. And then a foul on Anderson. Gafford hits the deck. Dude, that was an insane pass, bro. That was an insane pass. Luka fakes out Anderson, has a wide open lane, now finds Gafford, and they throw it down. It's like the only thing that Gafford does. He just sits there, waits for Luka to draw the help, and then boom, throws it down with a two-handed jam. Naz Reid going to dribble, drive in against Gafford, stolen away. Here come the Mavs. Green thought Hardy was going to the corner, but led him on a little bit too much. Jaden Hardy was a first-round pick, or a second-round pick. He was another guy I liked. That was in the 21 draft. And then Josh Green, I think, was the, 2020? Yeah, 2020 draft. Couple picks before Maxey. Naz Reid dribbles, drives all the way, lost it. And he is fouled. So Naz Reid going to the line for 2. First one good for Naz Reid. 20 seconds to go in this third quarter. We are lining up for a really good fourth quarter. Who will get game one? Going to be interesting, that's for sure. Free throw missed by Reed. 1 for 2 at the line. 83-82. 83-82. 8 seconds to go in this third. Luka dribbles, drives against Gobert, threw it out, and they lost it. Turned over. Wolves with the ball. 3.7 on the clock. Luka comes off the floor, limping a little bit. Walker all the way, slipped on the floor as he tried to get the final shot off, and he went down a bit hard. They got to clean that up. He could barely even get up. May have just turned his ankle a little bit. Oh, yeah, he slipped, man. That did not look good. But anyway, we are going to quarter number 4, and it is a 1-point game, 83-82. So who do you think is going to win? Let's put up a new poll. Who do you think is going to win this game? We got a really good one in store here. Appreciate everybody being a part of the show tonight. Special edition Philly Take. But we are watching game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, and it has been a really good game. I don't know who's going to win this this series. Anthony says, I completely blame Daryl Morey. He doesn't like anything under 25 unless you are a star. Well, we'll see if that's true, if they trade this pick or not. We'll see. Big fella Mike says, if it is close, I take Kyrie and Luka to close it out. This is going to be an important game. This could be a swing game for sure. They need to get it done here. The Timberwolves do. I mean, look at these numbers. Ant Edwards has been playing terrible scoring-wise tonight. 4 for 12, 13 points. You got McDaniels with 21. Gobert, 10. Cat with 11. 4 for 13, though. Cat and Gobert only have 5 rebounds each. Like, this has just been a really bad game for Minnesota. And the crazy part is that the Mavs are shooting 3 for 19 from three-point range. 15%. If they win this game shooting that bad from 3, I might start believing in the Mavs to win this series. Thing about the Timberwolves, though, that I've seen is like they just have that ability to turn it on. So we'll see, man. Rudy and Cat are going to have to be better on the glass here in quarter number 4. If Anthony Edwards can get going in a rhythm, I think they can win. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Nickeil Alexander-Walker going to start off with the rock for Minnesota. Here's Mike Conley. Swings it out. Naz Reid, the spot up three, and it's money. So to start quarter number 4, it's Conley, Alexander-Walker, McDaniels, Gobert, and Reid. And for the Mavs, it is Kyrie, Luka, Washington, Hardaway, and Lively. Foul on the other end. It's really crazy how the Timberwolves figured out bully ball. They figured out big boy ball. And the Sixers couldn't. It is frustrating. Kyrie at the line. Minnesota leads it by 4. First one good for Kyrie. Second one at the line, good for Kyrie. It's 86-84. Big game 1 here, man. Conley going to swing to the corner. McDaniels contested 3 and hits it again. He has just been absolutely incredible. Jaden McDaniels hitting big shot after big shot in this game. Sixers had the worst McDaniels brother, as we can see. Doncic, the step back, can't get the bounce, and it is picked up by Minnesota. Whistle on the other end is going to be on Minnesota on Mike Conley. And now we got a challenge from Minnesota. They're going to challenge. I guess, what do they call it? Travel? What do we got up in the chat, man? Welcome on in. Philly Take Live, 4th quarter. Timberwolves and Mavericks waiting on a challenge. Who is going to win? Who do you guys think is going to be in the finals? Give me your prediction. Give me your prediction. What is your finals prediction matchup? Anthony says, sidebar, if they win, I will be really happy for Mike Conley, just a great point guard. He has really been a valuable vet, man. Definitely a guy who could deserve a chance at one for sure. Definitely a guy who kind of deserves one or deserves a chance. I never understood why we did not play Embiid at power forward and Reed at center. Yeah, that'll never work. That'll never work. William says Mavs versus Celtics. Mavs versus Pacers. Imagine that. That'd be crazy too with the whole Rick Carlisle thing. A lot of potential storylines, man. Wolves and the Pacemakers. If Boston loses, I think that that'll be the biggest collapse of all time. And I think Boston will go down as the biggest frauds. If Tatum loses this series, after they have choked to Miami several times, that'd be crazy, man. Crazy. Unsuccessful challenge. It'll be Mavs ball. 5-point game. 10:45 to go here in quarter number 4. Kyrie dribbling, driving, finds his spot, goes up, missed it, gets his own rebound, turnaround, fade, missed it off the backboard, and then somehow almost got up. Somebody fell. I don't know what's going on. Conley going to find Reed. Reed to the corner. McDaniels, the pump fake, the dribble, the drive. McDaniels lost it. And it's off his foot. And it'll be Mavericks ball. Kyrie just took a hit in the face. Kyrie saying that when he went down on the floor, somebody hit him in the head. Let's see. He's saying that, yeah, he's saying he got fouled, but here's Luka coming around a screen. Luka dribbling, pulls it up. Luka got the bounce. Mavs make it a 3-point game. You know what's crazy, too, is like the Mavs just do the same thing. One play, it's Luka. One play, it's Kyrie. Alternate back and forth, platooning. Missed by Gobert, and here come the Mavericks again. Luka with the ball, coming around a screen. Luka dribbling, stepping back. Luka puts it up, got it again. Saving them for the best time of the game, and it's a 1-point lead for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Conley going to dribble baseline. Drive, kick it out. 3-ball. Walker missed it again. Mavs are coming back. Minnesota is giving this one up right now. 9:15 to play. Here is Luka again, the hot hand. Luka working. Going to put up a 3. Oh, he hits. What a shot by Luka Doncic. Oh, my gosh. He is coming alive, ladies and gentlemen. He is here. Luka has arrived. Luka has arrived. Bro. Bro, he is cooking right now. He is cooking right now. He is cooking right now. Boy, oh boy, man. Things are getting interesting out here. Things are getting interesting. This game's going to come down to the final possession. I can already see it. This game's going to come down to the final possession. JB says, best two finishers in the NBA are on the Mavs. Just watch. Cardiac. Who do you think is going to emerge as the next crop of great wings outside of Tatum? I don't know. I don't know. Like great duo? Great tandem? Or it has to be wings? I don't know, man. We got Rob Anderson in the chat. What's up, Rob? Nelson, what's up, bro? Hanging out watching game one of the Western Conference Finals. The wing depth in the East is kind of weak. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think of like who I would pick, but I don't know. I feel like it is pretty weak. It's really just the main crop of guys that have been there for a long time. So, I mean, I don't think the Knicks have a lot of worthy wings. Maybe one or two, but like more so role players. Bucks, Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody out of Orlando, maybe. All right, here we go, man. Edwards going to find Conley. Cat, 9 on the shot clock, drives all the way, floats it up, and overshot the basket. It is airballed. Jones down the other end, goes up through traffic, got it to fall. Yo, Derrick Jones Jr., I did not think he would become this type of player. He is playing good, man. 9-0 run now. Mavericks are up by 4, and if they can steal game one, it changes everything in this series. McDaniel's going to step over, drive, lost it. Here come the Dallas Mavericks again. Luka, who has been cooking in the fourth. He drives, floats it up, missed it, and the putback by Lively. The Mavericks draft a freaking rookie center. I mean, dude, it's not that hard to draft these guys, man. 10 rebounds for Lively in this game. They draft guys who contribute right away. Edwards throws it away. Yo, the Timberwolves are folding right now. They're folding right now, man. Timberwolves are folding. Luka Doncic going to dribble, drive, floats it up, short. Oh, they call a late whistle. That's an interesting call. That's an interesting call right there. This Minnesota offense is so whack at times. That's what I'm saying, Phoenix. Like, when I call Rudy Gobert a liability, it's because of this. It's just like they don't have much dimension. Like, right now, they got McDaniels trying to create off the dribble. Edwards is not having a good night, but like Cat is pretty much a spot up shooter, and Gobert just like hangs around, bro. He doesn't do much. He doesn't do much. It's annoying to watch. The reason I like the Timberwolves is because of their defense. They're versatile. They can defend every position, every spot on the floor. And I like watching defense win a championship, but other than Edwards and an occasional Cat, I mean, Rudy's got to develop an offensive game. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. They're on a run right now. They're playing confident, but this is their one chance, in my opinion. Edwards has to step up, too. He's been playing really bad tonight. Edwards coming around the screen, going to find Conley. Conley crosses through the legs again. Can't get past Luka. Great defense. Now he finally does. Finds a cutting. Cat goes up. Missed the layup again. Rudy couldn't get the rebound, but it finds the hands of McDaniels. Edwards a three and drills it. What a shot by Edwards. Big time bucket. Very needed. 7 minutes to go in this contest. 5-point lead for the Mavs. Luka around a screen. Going to dribble. Drive. Goes up. And he slipped on the floor as well. And his knee is bleeding. That just happened? Dude, Luka is like a freaking... It's like a damn piñata with all these hits he's taken. It's like a punching bag. Doncic at the line, 97-92, and misses the first free throw. Second one good for Luka. Timberwolves, man, a lot lies right here in game one. Here's Anthony Edwards, 6:50 to play. It's never over when it comes to Minnesota. They find ways to string together crazy runs. Here's Edwards going to drive. Finds Karl Anthony Towns, the pump fake, the drive, steps back, puts it up off a foot. Wow, what a shot by Cat. What a shot. 4-point game with 6:20 to play. Luka, a deep three. Missed it by everything. Gafford goes up. I think he was fouled by Rudy Gobert. I don't know what they're saying. These announcers don't help. I don't know. It wasn't a foul. It was a good play by Gobert. That's got to be... Wait, what? The Timberwolves got it? How did they get it? Edwards, another triple. Just bounced out that time. Bounced around and out. All the way down the floor. Mavs, terrible decision. As they throw it away, it's turned right back over. And here come the Timberwolves, I'm telling you. I've been watching this team. You cannot count them out. McDaniels a three. Missed it. Rebounded by P.J. Washington. We got cardiac hoops here in Minnesota, 98-94. Irving around the screen. Irving dribbling through two. Drives, kicks it out. Back to Kyrie in the corner. Going baseline, spinning. Putting on the moves. Kyrie puts it up. Missed it again. 5:30 to play. It's a 4-point game. Here we go. Conley to Towns. Gobert sets a screen. Towns oops it and Gobert with the slam. Flushes it home. It's a 2-point game. Woo! What a game, man. What a game. 3-minute drought for the Mavs. Luka behind the back. Washington. Jones open in the corner. Missed it again. Picked up by Minnesota. Conley up top to Edwards. Edwards coming around a screen. Cat gonna pop out. Edwards working against Kyrie. 4 on the shot clock. Edwards. Cat. A deep three. Got it! What a shot by Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, what a big time bucket. Minnesota takes the lead. Wow, what a shot. This is crazy, bro. Crazy. Nah, yo, this is some This is going to be a series, bro. This is going to be a series. If it's anything like this game, it's going to be a series, man. Holy crap. Holy crap. Wow. Last night was cardiac. Tonight is cardiac. Can't take it, man. Holy crap. Every game, cardiac. Karl Anthony Towns has played like crap tonight, and he hits the biggest shot of the damn playoffs. Damn. Timberwolves are plus 39 from three-point range. The Mavericks are 4 for 23. T-Wolves are 17 for 45. Damn. Didn't expect them to take 45 threes, man. Luka gonna drive, kick it out. Derrick Jones Jr. all the way in, floats it up. This is where the T-Wolves really feed off that energy, because if they can get you down to the end game, they have all the size, the length to really keep you away from the basket. This is the advantage of Minnesota. Cat wants another three. Missed it that time. Rolled off. Probably not the best shot. Here come the Dallas Mavericks. 3-18. Kyrie wants it again. No can do for Kyrie Irving. Under 4 to play. It's a 1-point game. I told you, it's coming down to the final possession. Edwards sizing up. Edwards coming around the screen. He wants a three. Edwards has it. What a swing. A turn of events. The Mavericks were just up by like 6 points, and they are now down by 4. Edwards coming alive late in the fourth. Kyrie hesitates, drives all the way, draws contact, doesn't get the foul. Mavs get it back. Luka from 3. The step back. Luka! Oh my gosh, what a shot! What a shot! 102 to 101. Are you kidding me? Holy smokes. 13 in the fourth for Luka, 6 for Anthony Edwards. Here's Edwards again, coming around the screen. He's going to take it back against Kyrie, and he's fouled. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, drop a fire emoji in the chat. This game is on fuego. This game's on fire, bro. Holy crap. Who's going to get it done now? Is it Anthony Edwards and Cat, or is it Luka and Kyrie? If you guys have not yet, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Cat at the top, running pick and roll with Rudy. And a foul on the Mavs. 3.8 on the shot clock. It's going to be on PJ Washington. .243 to go here in the fourth. Edwards around a screen. At the high post, guarded by Derrick Jones Jr. Edwards trying to find some space. Takes it left. Edwards in traffic, a three. Missed it short. Mavs fighting for the rebound. They pull it in. It's all coming down to the final possession, ladies and gentlemen. Luka coming around a screen. Luka gonna one bounce. Washington, the dribble through the legs. Washington lost it. Poked away by Cat. Wow. 2:08 to go. Here's Towns going to find McDaniels. McDaniels. And he throws it away. Turn into a turnover fest. Kyrie, Washington in the corner. Got it. Wide open. Drills the three. It's PJ Washington. 1:53 to go. 2-point game. Woo! Boy, oh boy. Why are the Timberwolves jogging down the floor in a must stop? Like, 1:47 to go in this game. Conley runs the pick and roll. He wants a 3 attempt. Can't get it to go. And the putback by Towns. He is coming out of nowhere with these putbacks, but now the refs are going to overturn it because the Mavs were complaining about interference. Let's see it again. Was it over? I don't know. I think that's a good bucket. I think that's a good bucket. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Was that a bucket or not? Was that a bucket or not? I think that's a good bucket. It's close. It's close. Man, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Very, very close. Very close. So they are going to take it away. No challenge. It does not count. Wow, that could be a huge determinant in this game. 1:31 to play. Luka going to find Lively. Bumped out by Gobert. Here's Luka Doncic. Does he have another one? Luka, the cutting Lively. Lively turns, spins, and he walked. He traveled, turned over. Great defense by Minnesota. And it goes back into the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Boy, what a freaking game, man. 1:23 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's 104 to 102. Conley switched. Gonna find Cat. Cat, the roll from Rudy out to the corner. McDaniels up to Conley. The pump fake, the drive. Conley, the oop. Gobert couldn't get to it. Poked away by the Mavs. Here comes Washington. And a timeout by Dallas. Can they steal it on the road? Here in game one. 126 people in here. Welcome on in. Let's go. We got hoops, baby. Big time basketball.
Yes, sir.
Woo! What a game, man. I don't know how many more cardiac games I can take, ladies and gentlemen. I got to be honest with you. That bucket there from Cat, they took it away. I don't know. I feel like that should have been a bucket. I feel like that should have been a bucket. What do you guys think? Didn't look like it was over the cylinder. Bro, this is crazy. Who do you guys think's going to win? Drop it in the chat right now. Mavs or T-Wolves? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Drop it in the chat right now. Who's going to win? Drop it in the chat right now. Let's go. Come on. Let's get it, man. We've been dropping content, going live. Appreciate everybody in the chat. All right, here we go. The inbound to Luka Doncic, 102 to play. 15 on the shot clock. Can the Mavs extend the lead? Here's Luka. Working against McDaniels. Goes through the legs. Luka picks it up. Gonna dribble. Drive. Luka, the step back midi. Got it. Oh, it's automatic. Luka is like that. He is like that. Here come the T-Wolves. Conley, Edwards, Cat for three. Bad shot. Mavericks have it, and they can hold until 12 seconds. I would probably foul. I don't know why they're not. Lively. Kyrie driving, floats it, missed it. Timeout Minnesota. So a good play to not foul, I guess. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this game has been absolutely incredible. This game has been absolutely incredible, man. If this is any indication of what the series will be like, we are in for it. We are in for it, man. Holy crap. Holy crap. Mavs go on a 10-0 run. The T-Wolves go on a 10-0 run. Mavs go on an 8-0 run. Damn. This is going to be a good series, man. We might be streaming game 2 tomorrow night, Celtics and Pacers, so be sure to come through. All right, here we go. 106-102. Wolves have it. They need a big bucket. They need at least a 2 here. They need a 2. And a timeout. Couldn't get it in. Another timeout. Their last one. 17.5 to go. Yo, that 2 points is really valuable. Didn't I just say that a couple minutes ago? Didn't I just say that that bucket was going to come back to haunt them? They would be down 2 points right now. They're down by 4. JB says, thanks for streaming, RB. You are the GOAT, my guy. Shout out to you, JB. Shout out to you. Appreciate everybody hanging in here with us tonight. Do me a favor, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. Sub to the show. We did a Sixer stream earlier for all my Sixer fans. Be sure to go tap into that on the watch back. Go watch that show, man. Woo! Here we go, man. Here we go. Alrighty, last opportunity, 17.5 to go here in the fourth, 106-102. Here's the inbound to Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards back to Cat. They can't find it. Cat a 3. Missed it. Naz Reid, the tap, got it to go. What a cleanup by Naz Reid. It's a 2-point game. Mavs have a timeout. They may have to use it. Washington throws it down the floor, a risky pass. And then they get it to Kyrie. Wow, what a risky, gutsy call, man. Woo. Bro. Why did he inbound that like that? Shout out to Naz Reid with the cleanup. That's what they do with that size, man. They can just harass you on the boards. Harass you on the boards. 7 seconds to go. 2-point game. Kyrie at the line should be automatic, but we'll see. Knocks down the first. He makes this one. It's pretty much over. I can't believe he inbounded that. Just like last night, why did they not call a timeout? Why did they not call a timeout? I don't get it. Kyrie looking for point number 30. Can he get it? Here we go. And he drills it. 4-point lead. 7 seconds to go. 30-piece for Kyrie. Here we go. Fourth quarter. 7 seconds. Towns going to find Edwards. Spins. Edwards up to Conley. Conley a three. Was he fouled? Was that a foul on a shot? I think it was a shooting foul. But was it a 2 or a 3? Was it a 2 or a 3? Yo, that 2 points really came back to haunt the T-Wolves. His toe is like literally an inch away from the line. It might be a 3. Yo, imagine if he would have made that. Imagine if he would have made that call and made that shot. It would have been a 4-point play. Conley and Irving chopping it up. Dude, this has been a wild game. Another cardiac game. Three-point attempt. So 3 free throws coming up. So, yo, they might be able to make 2 and then miss the third on purpose. That's what they have to do now. Conley's got to make the first 2 and try to miss. And the Wolves have a lot of size. Let's be honest. They got to put all their damn centers in. They got to put all the centers in. First one rolls in. It's good. First one is good. Conley's got to make this one. Has to make this. Game on the line right here. Second one, no good. And it's over. Conley choked. He choked. Game's over now. If he would have made that free throw, they could have tapped in the last one. They could have missed on purpose and tried to tap it in, but now the game's over. There's no way they're tapping this out for a 3. If they do, I'll eat my words. No way. Conley, gonna miss. Ball's tapped, and it is over. The Dallas Mavericks go into Minnesota and take game 1. What a freaking performance, man. What a performance. Man, what a game. That offensive interference call came back to haunt Minnesota. They would have eventually been able to tie it up at the end. Kyrie Irving drops a 30-piece McNugget. Luka Doncic, 33. It was a game of runs deep in the fourth. 63 points combined between Kyrie and Luka. Mike Conley choked at the end, and this has been the formula that has worked for Dallas, and that wins them game 1. So what a performance, what a game. Minnesota did not get a lot out of Edwards, 19 points on 16 shots. Karl Anthony Towns was 6 for 20, hit some big shots late. just did not get a lot. And Rudy Gobert, again, was not that good tonight. McDaniels was the leading scorer for Minnesota with 24. So that's where we're at, man. Game 1 goes to the Mavs. Going to be a really good series. Tomorrow night, we'll see if the Pacers can rebound from that epic choke the other night. We'll see how it plays out. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we did a Sixer stream earlier today. I am going to drop the link in the chat so you guys can go watch that back. We talked about Paul George, OG Anunoby, and a lot of other rumors going on. But with that being said, man, I do appreciate everybody coming through here tonight. Definitely go check out the live. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Support the show. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. And we'll be back with more coverage as we go. Appreciate you all. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.